Sneako is a banned YouTuber and easily one of the dumbest, most sensitive people I've ever seen in my life, masquerading around as an internet tough guy. Which isn't an unusual thing after all. Most internet tough guys pretend to be tough while they're actually very deeply hurt. But this guy takes it a lot further. He takes everything personal. Everything anyone's ever said, anything anyone does to barely slight him, he takes it personal. D'Angelo Wallace made a comment on his video saying he belongs to the streets. It's a fairly lighthearted joke. This guy had a fucking meltdown in a video about it that D'Angelo Wallace just never even felt the need to respond to. It's pretty funny. This guy is the middle schooler who pretends his feelings aren't hurt while confirming they are. But as an adult, it's amazing. It's beautiful. The man is 24 years old. He's been on YouTube since he was 13 and seems like he cannot learn in a way that would help himself. He can only learn in destructive ways, which is fine, I guess. Do what you want to do. This guy's a moron. So for those of you who don't know who Sneako is by now, let me go ahead and give you the rundown. He used to make videos as a child. I think he started when he was 15 or so. He would do like commentary videos over Call of Duty gameplay. He was friends with none other than Jimmy the Beast Donaldson. And he looked up to the guy. He looked at him like a peer, like a fellow man, like a friend. They would comment on each other's Call of Duty commentary videos, and he even would compare himself to Mr. Beast later on when Mr. Beast was blowing the absolute fuck up. Please leave comments below about things that are completely off topic. I think that'd be pretty funny, seeing as how Sneako desperately wants people to talk about him. And yeah, I'm talking about him, but I think it'd be funny if my comment section was mostly shit that has nothing to do with the topic of this video. So put some random nonsense in the comments. Thanks. Like the video, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Sneako would ruin this friendship by making a call out video about Mr. Beast, about how, you know, his personality is fake in these videos and he's blatantly over the top or whatever. I didn't watch the video, but that's what I heard from this video. Hello. So he's friends with Mr. Beast. They would reply in the comments to each other's videos. They would have conversations there. I think he met up with him at one point. He was in a few of Mr. Beast's videos even as he was blowing up. But for some reason, I think it's jealousy personally. I think it was jealousy over Mr. Beast's clout and the desire for his own, that Sneako decided he was going to do a call out video about Mr. Beast, talking about how he's not the person he portrays in his videos, how he pretends to be more enthusiastic than he actually is, which nobody's this enthusiastic.
Behind me is an assassin!
Nobody does that in real life. The man destroyed a friendship for nothing. He immediately regretted the video and deleted it, and I guess Mr. Beast was one of the very few people who saw it before he took it down. That's the main point I want to make. He also did something called 1 Minute Podcast that was pretty successful. He then began live streaming and yelling on camera, doing kind of the same type of thing that he accused Jimmy of doing, but to a much bigger degree. At least I hope that he's acting. Like I said, nobody's that way all the time, and he pretends he is. He would watch a bunch of Andrew Tate videos and kind of resonate with that message. Somewhere between then and now, he also talked about how he watched his girlfriend get fucked by another man. She convinced him to do it, and that he did not enjoy that experience. He couldn't make it past 2 pumps, as he put it, and he then went to recommend that to others.
And she's like, eh. And I'm like, oh, yo, I'm like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test. I know. You know.
He's also a man who has said Cuties is now his favorite movie, which I think is something that he said to try and be edgy and garner more clicks, but it is something that you're going to have to live with having said. Generally, he found that being a tasteless person on the internet gets you a lot of clicks. So instead of being like a generally decent person, he has become more and more depraved. And I think a lot of what he does and what he's doing is derived from a sense of inadequacy in a way, kind of maybe jealousy. I'm not sure. He got jealous of Mr. Beast and his success. He made a video to call him out. Hey, you're not actually the way you act in your videos. Something I don't think anybody was under the impression that he was. If the man screamed all the time like he does in his videos, I don't think I could be in the same room with him ever. So it's not exactly a bad thing. Mr. Beast saw the video, cut him out completely. And then he watches his girlfriend get fucked right in front of him, makes it 2 pumps, has to leave the room, pretends that he's okay with it like the middle school child that he is, pretends that he's cool with it and that it makes him harder and better as a person, that he's now more manly having experienced this. And it's not let me be real with you, it's not a problem for people that like to do that. Hey, more power to you. It's also not a problem for people that don't like that, right? But don't dislike it and then pretend you're okay now and that you recommend other people do it. Like, what, you want people to hurt as much as you do? I don't understand. I can't get in that mindset. It doesn't compute, man. Fucking idiot. So he's hurting from that. He falls down the Andrew Tate rabbit hole, and he's one of the 2 online people that I know of that met Andrew Tate, got close to the guy, and immediately rode his dick so hard that they fused with him a little bit. They took a little bit of his DNA and it became a part of them. They mutated, like they got bit by the spider that bit Peter Parker to turn him into Spider-Man. These are now Tate boys, and it's really sad. It is a depressing thing to watch. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if he is putting on an act and saying things that he doesn't actually believe in order to cause more sensational and cause more clicks and drive more traffic to himself. I know for a fact he's doing that a little bit, or I don't know if he is legit just being absolutely brainwashed by his Andrew Tate bullshit. It's one of the 2, if not both. It is super sad to see. This man is the worst punchline to the internet's saddest joke. Today he made a tweet I saw. It said, "I was silenced by the Matrix, but their agents just can't stop saying my name."
Well done!
From the guy who keeps a fucking collage of the people who hurt his feelings up on his stream at all times. From the guy who talks about people who hurt his feelings while dancing and waving a gun around. You fucking idiot, dude. This whole thing recently came to a head with Penguin Z0 Moist Charlie Critical, who decided he would educate Sneako as to the difference between a mag and a clip. And it was pretty humorous. It was pretty funny. I'm 100% sure that Sneako's just doing what he can to snatch as much money as he can right now, because he knows that the fall off is coming soon, and it is coming quick, because he is posting a link to his creator course in the first comment under every tweet that he makes, which is hilarious, because you never get your money's worth in these courses, but particularly in his case, like, unless it's a course about how to get views by riling people up and then pushing as far as you can before an inevitable ban on a platform that you can then pretend that the Matrix banned you from instead of just your own actions, which, yeah, I don't necessarily believe that you should be banned without getting strikes like he did, but it happened, and you can't deny that it was your own actions that did it. But dude, unless that is the entirety of your course, you're not qualified to make a course like that, man. You're just not. In fact, you're grasping at straws right now to stay on people's lips. The whole reason people are talking about you is because you are making the worst takes possible when talking about them. It is a really sad thing to see, and it's also really fun to watch. By the way, you never get your money's worth through these courses. You never will, because what you could get through these courses 99% of the time is already freely available on the platform you're trying to grow on. Especially in Sneako's case, you can just watch what he does. You can actually just look and see how successful he is and why, because it's pretty obvious why. You gain clicks from spouting conspiracy theories to kids, pushing actual Nazi rhetoric onto kids, defending what amounts to basically child porn, rage baiting people. I mean, yeah, it is easy to be on people's lips when you're doing shit like that. I think, as Sneako is pretty plainly showing us, it is not sustainable. I would feel bad for the guy, but I don't. Obviously, he was in a bad relationship and he was pushed into doing something that he didn't want to do, and then possibly gaslit into thinking it was his idea. But beyond that, he's a grown man. He can make his own actions, and he dug the grave that he's currently lying down in, and soon they're going to bury him in it. And it's sad, but it's also pretty funny. Thanks a lot. Later.